on. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, it's been a good game tonight for Sanders. 12 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Here's Parker. Chris Paul is out there with Booker. Then there's Sanders. Then it's the Machine, and it's Saric in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Parker. 4-point game, and that one's good. Duncan.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Suns have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
At the line for 2.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. And so Saric nails them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Parker outside. To the paint. Here's Diaw, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Green. It's good. This game is all even. Green's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Parker right side for the lead, and he sinks the layup. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
That is good. Sanders has got the game tied up here for the Suns.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Diaw with a screen on Paul. Parker kicks to Green. Shoots it up. They get it again. Duncan. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Duncan's got 12.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Duncan with the block. They get it back, and good on the basket. Book it. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Parker dishes to Diaw. Pierce against Sanders. Jacks up a three. The shot by Pierce will not go. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. There's the screen. And Sanders, here we go. Shoots from the line. Another miss by Sanders.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Green with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Here's Pierce. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 6 points for Paul Pierce.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop. When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
The Suns trailing. Now the pass to the machine. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Spurs have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners. None more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
The Spurs have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Free throw good, Duncan.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. He's got 13 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
And Duncan drops them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Paul kicks to Sanders. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Boris Diaw.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Suns have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Trey Larkins checked in for San Antonio. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. San Antonio leading. Parker outside. He dishes it to Pierce. Back to Parker. Feeds it to Duncan. Kicks to Larkin. 6 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Larkin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the feed to Sanders. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Paul's got 14 points.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Parker passes to Larkin. Dishes to Duncan. Green kicks to Pierce. No good there off the double clutch. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Booker dishes to Sanders. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Paul goes in. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Spurs. Now here's Booker. He has 7, kicks it out to Paul. That shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Paul against Parker. Screen by Duncan. Now Pierce. 6 points for him. And here's Booker. Pass to Paul. Here's the machine. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far. Duncan in the corner. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Paul against Parker. Paul passes to the machine. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
San Antonio calls timeout. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
And the Suns making a change here. Chandler's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Duncan. Kyle Anderson comes in for Green. And it's McCallum in for Parker. Here's Larkin. Outside Pierce. Lets it go with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. The Machine's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Paul penetrating. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Morris is checked in for the Machine. And it's Crawford in for Booker.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
Now, here is Nelson. Anderson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. Again, Pierce missing. How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot-making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
A nice shot by Anderson.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And Sanders kicks to Paul. Got a hand on it. They're running. Outside, Pierce takes a 3. Good. Pierce has got 9. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Mark.
he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
Ball against Anderson. Chandler dishes to Morris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Second, Chris Paul.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
That free throw, no good. So for the Suns, Jay Crowder comes in for Sanders. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. The Spurs also with the sub. Diaw's checked in. And he sinks the second. And the Spurs with possession here. Nelson with it. Diaw, the screen. Back to Nelson. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Crowder drains the three-pointer. Crowder's got 5 now.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Nelson, the pass to McCallum. Back to Nelson. They set the pick. He kicks to McCallum from 18 feet away. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. He's got 8.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them off. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Phoenix. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014, but he spent pretty much the entire season on the pine.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
Free throw, good, Anderson.
You know, talking about Kyle Anderson, he's a bit of a polarizing prospect, has a multifaceted skill set. I mean, excellent court vision, outstanding length, doesn't have elite athleticism, absolutely needs to get stronger, but he's got a lot of game.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
And guys, getting back to Kyle Anderson, not a fit for every system. I mean, he's a guy who needs the ball in his hands to be effective, and he's much more of a facilitator than a finisher at this stage.
Now here's Crowder. He has 5. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nelson kicks to Thompson. McCallum dishes to Diaw. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
The Suns leading. Payne kicks to Crowder. Morris with a screen on Anderson. Out to Morris. Uncovered. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Nelson, the pass to Thompson. Top of the key, Diao. Nelson, right side. Clock at 6. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Nelson. Anderson's got 12.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Fires from deep. Shot by Crowder, no good. And San Antonio shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Nelson. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Suns shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Down low, it's the veterans Diao and Duncan. Parker out there, seeing Larkin, and it's Green in at the 3.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And that one falls for Paul. And San Antonio has possession. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Larkin. Clock at 6. Ball against Parker. 13 feet away. A second chance effort, and with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Tim Duncan. Duncan's got 10 points in just the second half. Paul dishes to Sanders. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Here's Duncan following the score by Phoenix. Rebound by the Suns. Sanders has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green kicks to Diao. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns. The Machine's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Paul. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Larkin.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And Sanders, here we go. It's blocked. Green, the pass to Diao. Back to Green. Duncan with a screen on Sanders. They get the rebound. Diao. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Now here's Parker. Duncan dishes to Larkin. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Duncan's got 3 assists tonight.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the Suns call time. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. His message: don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
And the Spurs making a change here. Pierce has checked in. Now here's Paul. Booker in the post. Pierce covering, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
San Antonio's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Screen by Duncan. Parker against Paul. Now here's Duncan. He's tightly guarded. Just 3 to shoot. Pierce for 3. Good D by Sanders.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Passes it to Green. Now Booker. He feeds it to Sanders. They set the pick. They double him with Green. Here's the machine. Off the left rim and out.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? Looking at the game Parker's been having, he has 9 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And Parker drops them both. Phoenix with the ball. It's a 4-point ball game. Ball outside. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Poked away. Sanders with the steal. Here's Paul, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Parker.
The line for your Suns, Chris Paul. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Screen by Duncan. Parker kicks to Duncan. Outside Pierce. San Antonio again missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Sanders' shot is good.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Diop, the screen. Parker outside. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. Great open look there.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Suns have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. And it's Paul penetrating off the screen. Saric passes to Paul. There's the dish to Saric. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Pass to Diaw. Swiped it away. Here's the machine. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for the machine. He's got 13 rebounds, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. There's the screen. Paul goes in. The machine passes to Paul. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Paul's got 26 points. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
San Antonio with the ball. Now the pass to Diaw. Back to Parker. He dishes it to Duncan. They set the pick. Off target with the jump hook.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
No good from Booker. San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Parker outside. Feeds to Duncan. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Fellas, you look at Boris Diaw and say, my goodness, if he could just get in better shape. But he uses every bit of that significant backside of his to his advantage. Opponents can't get through him or around him, so he's making good use of the extra LBs.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Getting back to Diaw, he has a sneaky quick first step. You think he won't or can't blow by you, then suddenly, and you know this, Greg, you're stuck to his hip as he's taking it to the rack for a and one.
You know, he's a bit like Foreman, and I'm not talking about his body type.
Or the drill.
Yeah, you know, Diaw plays with you a little bit, puts that body on you, lulls you to sleep, then wham, shows you up in the worst way.
Now here's Booker. Passes it to the machine. Puts one up from 19. Duncan with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Sanders against Green. Just 5 on the clock. From 13, Sanders' shot is off. Spurs have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The drive by Duncan. Here's Pierce. No luck, so Phoenix will take it the other way. And here's Sanders. Sarge with it, and he gets it to go. Sarge has got 4 points in the quarter.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
Now here's Parker. Kicks to Green. The feed to Duncan. Diaw, the screen. Unloads from 9, and that's off the glass and in. That's now 22 points for Tim Duncan. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. Unloads from 13. Tony Parker grabs the miss. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Parker leading the charge. Sanders with the steal. Unloads from 13. Offensive rebound. Dishes to Paul. Duncan with the block. Paul against Parker. Pass to Pierce for 3, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Suns trail by 4. Paul outside. He kicks to Sarge, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
So it's the Spurs now after the Suns pick up 2. Green dishes to Duncan. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Well, Phoenix shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
San Antonio calls timeout. Parker kicks to Duncan. And Duncan gets double teamed. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Diaw. Knocks it loose. They kick it out to Green. Again, the miss by Green.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Sanders. Pass to the machine. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. The Machine's got 13 points here in the second half alone. San Antonio trailing here. Parker passes to Green. Diaw dishes to Parker. He feeds it to Duncan. Shot clock at 5. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now here's Booker, and by Green. Buries it.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Parker kicks to Green. Green missing again.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that right.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Pierce. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
One shot, gentlemen.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That is what your take.
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. from deep. Green can't get it to go. Now here's Sanders. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clung.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderfully